everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Football on the horizon and a great place for it. Welcome to historic Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Tonight we've got an entertaining one in store for you. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody going to question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Rodgers off the play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, will really make tight ends a lot.
Up to the races, middle of the field. There it is, touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Going after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock is 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if there's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Here we go. Ready?
Takes the handoff, now Love. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. To the air on first down, Rodgers. They get it right back, that's intercepted. And the Packers take over just shy of the 40.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Love with it on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So it's Second and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Play action. Love. Gets it downfield. They've got first down here from the 36.
Here we go. Set.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up
Down.
second and 7 at the
52 full.
33-yard line.
Shotgun now for Love. This one taken in by Kraft. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5.
ready?
Right up next to that line to gain.
Gain of 5 brings
52
up
blaster.
third and 1.
Ready. Cut, cut.
Turning to Jacobs on third. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First down.
Set.
From the red zone on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
Brings up second down.
Ready.
Love from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
It's now third
Here he goes, third and long. He completes it in traffic. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. McManus sends it through. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
On the return, here's Gainwell. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Pittsburgh in its offense, all set to go. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
18. That's good for Steelers.
First down, here's Rodgers. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at their 49-yard line.
On second down, Warren. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now third down and
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
7 yards. And it's 4th down.
The Steelers set to punt it. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Second and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Love out of the shotgun. Complete on the slant to Watson. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. First and 10 now from the 46.
First down.
Here we go.
10 at the 46-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Jacob. And that is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through 1 tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. All right, here we go. Second down. To the air with Love. Escapes the pocket. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. Bounced it outside, but still no luck as he's brought down at the line. Second down coming up. to throw is Rodgers. Dumps it off to his running back. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 23. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Driving inside, give to Warren. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Offense to the line, 2nd down.
Second and 12.
Rodgers from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for the Steelers.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
So pickup is 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Warren running between the tackles. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard. 7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. And the pack gets home. They drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. This from 30 yards out. Boswell able to knock it through and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you led the field goal, but man, they would have loved the touchdown more.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. New set of downs for him. Starts at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good for a gain of 5. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. 1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Flat. Cut.
Throwing, it's Love. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Let's go. 10 flat.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jacobs running behind center. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play.
There,
Brings up
ready?
2nd.
Here's Love.
At their 48-yard line.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 3rd down, Steelers in the dime. 6 DBs out there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Forced that to his right. Making the call himself. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
Packers 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid.
He lost the football. Steelers have it, headed the other way. Not a ton after the recovery. They're going to take possession deep in their own territory. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. One loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. This one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he gets it away from his end zone. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here.
Come on. Ready?
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Working now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, hit it right. Dumps it off. Jacobs. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Let's go. 10 flat.
On the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Loves to throw again. Escapes the pocket. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down. Throwing again. Love. This one's caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On now is McManus to kick this away.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll go again with Warren. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. It was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3.
They'll throw 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Corliss Wakeman out there again to punt this away. And he'll try to hit this one well.
It's 4th down.
And hey, we see him under the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Out now runs the Packer offense. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll give the Packers the 1st. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Lowe. It's his running back. This one doesn't get much, down to the 41. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Love from the gun. To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. Our score reads 10-6. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Love finds the in route complete. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert and stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Love now to throw. He brings it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a second quarter lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Boy, was it close, but the point after does go through. And the Packers push their lead to 3. On now is McManus to kick this away. Johnson now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Steelers offense headed out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll start the drive with Warren. He's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Warren once more. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. You can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. In trouble now, and the ball is out. But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his plays really elevate the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious numbers, especially if he keeps throwing it like this.
Trying to hit Josh Jacobs out of the backfield. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Jacobs. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. Now, trying to bring it out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Rodgers will look to throw. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Chance to make the change here on 3rd and 4. Rodgers from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely. Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Jacobs gets it on the draw. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the return so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I told you the story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that clipboard on the sidelines.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And as it goes, it's a pick six and a Pittsburgh touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Packers all set to get back out there. And trailing, coming off their biggest mistake so far. Feels like one of the key moments in the football game for them right here. Buys time, rolling right. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Love out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
Right?
There's a reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On the zone read. Here's Jacobs. Got the give on the zone read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Shotgun now for Love. He finds Jacobs here underneath. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go now.
To the air with Love. He'll dump this one off to his right, back complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ready up.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Set, hut.
Love now. Hits him on the end route. And they get this down to the 28. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Blue 32. Hut, hut.
They go counter. It's Jacobs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ended in punts as of late. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 37 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
He's got it near the 8. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
First down. 58.
From the red zone now. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Working now from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Last 2 passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now lead by 10. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11. Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Love looking to pass. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. They're going to go. It's Love. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
Coming to the line. This is 1st and 10.
Packers, first down.
Play action. Love. That's complete to Reed. Out left. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10.
Looking inside the red zone. Buying some time right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Set. Yellow, 43.
Back to the air. Love. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing again. Love. Escapes the pocket. He has it at the 5. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Here we cut.
Now a give right side to Wilson. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone. Oh, so the red challenge flag has hit the field. Matt LaFleur wants to see this again. Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel, and more often than not, how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
So Matt LaFleur's challenge unsuccessful. That call stands. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
Okay, you could just feel it, right? Right off the snap, you just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
So following the safety, Brock, they're on now to begrudgingly send it away with a free kick. Begins his return at the 16. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
A give to Wilson up the middle. He'll get them enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good.
Love from the gun. Getting out to his left. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Let's go now. Ready.
There's Love to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball falls.
Come on. Set. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. And downfield, he's got it. So that stops. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That one naps him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment.
Ready. Ready. Set.
Once more, it's Love. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Incomplete. He was defended by Brandon.
Let's go. Set.
Loves to throw again. Completed over the middle. Over to the right. And finally they catch up to him at the 11. All set now. 1st and 10.
That's another
Ready.
Packers.
Stick it in the air. Love. He's got it. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a 1-score game before halftime. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. On the return, here's Gainwell. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And they come back down to the field with something to prove, Brock. You've told me before that it is embarrassing to give up a safety.
It's a little hard, Kate, to run off the field and look at your defensive mates as you've given up 2 points on offense. So, yeah, the last thing they want to do is do that again and instead turn this momentum around.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Connects on the crosser. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Rodgers from the gun. Gets it downfield on target to Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Going again here, it's Rodgers. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll throw again, Rodgers. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Boswell able to knock it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a 1st down. From the red zone on 1st. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. The Steelers calling their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Completed to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd and 1. Now Rodgers. Brings it in. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, and not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Steelers 1st down.
Warren. Will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Rodgers will look to throw. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. They're going to have to be quick about anything that they want to do here, partner. Enough time for a few snaps at most. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd.
At the 42-yard line.
Love out of the shotgun. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Watson, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards.
Looking to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. And we all saw it. The flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. McManus sends it through. And it's back to a one-score game now. The deficit is 6. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer. Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando.
Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. So if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Straight ahead, it's Wilson. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Shotgun now for Love.
At the 26-yard line.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
On the double.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throw here, 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. And they pick him off again. Patrick Queen didn't pick it off. And the Steelers take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Warren running between the tackles. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. 1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Firing quickly as Rodgers complete. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
First down. An 8-yard pickup.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Finds him over the middle. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That's good for the Steelers. First down.
Warren goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop them.
What they've been doing.
Now from back at the 7. Here's 3rd and goal.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Blitz coming for Rodgers. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down. If you throw the ball away, you're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And his short game gets them a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
That's good for the Packers.
Ready,
First down.
set.
Play fake. It's Love. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line.
That's another Packers.
First down throw. Here's Love. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Love from the gun. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Love. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Loves to throw again. second straight play, Brock. They're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down. But they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Chased out to his right. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a fourth down gamble. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. He's got it at the 5. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Wilson on the shotgun handoff. The defensive stand here. They push him away from the goal line. That's back to the 4. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Ready?
Here's Love to throw. He's got it. And he will not get them to that marker. Heck, all he can do is get back to the line. 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. He's back to throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, Carter, but it's still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
Down.
Wilson has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll take the lead.
The score, Packers 32, Steelers 31.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
Counterplay here, Warren. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now he's really manageable second down.
On 2nd down, Warren. He cuts it right sideline. There's room to run. And they are all the way into that red zone.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
First down, here's Rodgers. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you're throwing the coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
That's good for us, Steelers.
To throw, Rodgers. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 3rd quarter lead. The flag comes out. This is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. All right, penalty pushes them back. They are so out there, they're going to try for 2. Rodgers trying to throw for it. Has it at the 2. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. All right, right, Brock. They went empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
Love now off the play action. That's complete to Reed out left. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's good for the Packers. First down.
Thrown on first down, Love. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Here's the backup, first throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Keeps away from one. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stand. We've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off. So the turnover, Brock, is in turn turned over after pass interference on that play. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Willis. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catch.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. Into the house he goes. It's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell to add the P18. Extra point set right down the middle.
Packers 32.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Dobbs. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Forced out to his right. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
That's good for the Packers.
The play fake, now Willis to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. Galloping inside the 40. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Here's Willis to the air. On the move, headed right. That's to the sideline, and it's a catch by Watson. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. We're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Willis now. Pass brought in by Watson. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
7-yard gain. That's another Packers first down.
Let's go now.
First and goal at the
Trying the
6-yard
inside
line.
hand off to Lloyd. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers shrinking the lead some in the third. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
46.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. To the air on first down. Rodgers couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it sets up second down.
Way Walker on the coverage.
Rodgers off the play action. Finally, gonna let this go. Deep right side. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Well, no matter the outcome today, partner, I think we can all agree it's been very exciting watching him throw the ball. He's found the end zone 4 times, but he's now given it away 3 times as well.
Yeah, if you were a golfer, his scorecard would be fascinating because a bunch of birdies, but these bogeys and double bogeys he's got to eliminate. It's really been high risk, high reward through the air, and you never want to slow a quarterback down in that production he's found with his aggressiveness, but you've also got to find a way to turn that governor on, take a little less risk, and take care of that football.
On the set.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Stephanie.
Willis looking to throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We got second down.
It's now second and
2nd and 10. Here's Willis. Deep shot off his back foot. This is brought in at the 15. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Packers bring it back to even. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. Yeah, gotta imagine he's going to be headed to the kicking net after that one, right, partner? Work on how he's striking that football. That was a considerable miscue right there. Rodgers going to throw on first. Finds him over the middle. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
second and 4. At the 46-yard line.
Rodgers set to pass. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
5 yards. It's 3rd down.
Third and long for him here. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
It's now 4th down.
He fields it cleanly. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Packers and receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Packers first down.
To throw, here's Willis. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Second and 6.
Willis.
At their 49-yard line.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they make the tackle at the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So that brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready,
Throwing it again here. Able to get it to Reed. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 5 DBs out there for the Steelers. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Throwing is Willis. Got his man. It's Golden. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Has room into the secondary. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes since breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of
With the
2.
wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Here's Willis. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the 2nd half. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Johnson now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it gives to Gainwell. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st and some room to spare.
On 1st down, Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and pretty sound stop there defensively.
On 2nd down, Warren gets it again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
No throw, 3rd and long. And the pack gets home. They drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punting unit out now. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
They go play action. Here's Willis. Back to a familiar target. It's Watson. And he has this down to the 34. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
From a great throw to a nice round catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Throwing on 1st down. Willis. Completed over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
Lloyd running dead ahead. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Down. Bronco 80.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got it complete to Reed. This gets the 1st and more. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Jade Reed, the touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Buys time, rolling right. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. To kick this away. On the return, here's Gainwell. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Hit a run. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But if that defense is flying around and making the play.
And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. A gain of 30 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Again, Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long. Their punter making his way out now. He'll get it at the 9. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass, intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
Get it! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. That's complete to Musgrave. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line.
That's good. For a Packers. First down.
Willis looking to throw. Completes this one to Dontavion Wentz. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Let's go now.
They are throwing it again. Gets this one to Wentz. And they take him down right along the 30. Second and 3 now. Gun snap now to Willis. That's one right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
70 Timberwolves.
Here's Willis to the air. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Trying to find his tight end. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
Let's go. Ready.
They're going to try to throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Willis to throw it. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jacobs running behind center. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Jaden Reed, the intended target. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. McManus sends it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Gainwell. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense headed out. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they've played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
That side is reeled in by Warren. And he's short at first after a mild gain. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Pressure coming, Rodgers. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. Connecting the recap again. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Rodgers going to throw on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Rodgers from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Throwing again, Rodgers. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Offense is set. First and 10. They'll throw again, Rodgers. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
Throwing it again here. Dump off caught by his back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Hits his running back. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers cut the lead down to 10.
63. Steelers 53.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And they're already up by 2 scores, Bronk, but another one here would really put this one out of reach.
Viking 18.
Throwing on first down, Willis. Toward the sideline and cut by Reed. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They'll come up on first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Handoff here to Jacobs. Cuts right. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's another Packers first down.
Let's go.
First and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. He's cut out right by Golden. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's first and 10. This is Reed working the right side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. So new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
That's another Packers first down.
They give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Break the huddle. It's second down now.
Here we go. Set.
At the 23-yard line.
Throwing is Willis. Dumps it off. Jacobs. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on second down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it third and short.
Come on.
Looking to throw on third and 1. Chased out to his right. And the defender's there to knock this away. And that effort means it's fourth down. Now it's Brandon McManus to attempt this Packers field goal. A very short kick here from the right hand. McManus sends it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points to go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So a rarity for anyone playing penalty bingo. It's a kickoff out of bounds and some great field position starting out. First in, here's Rodgers. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Looking out of the gun. Here's Rogers. That's DK on the slant. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time.
319!
To the air on first down. Rogers. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down.
258!
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 6.
Now Rogers on this third and short. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 11. And the Steelers
From the red zone now. Pass it in close. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers now within one score in the fourth.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
Going after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers get it back to within 6.
66. Steelers 60.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. The Steelers calling their first timeout. Only took them 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Gun snap now to Willis. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Incomplete pass on first down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up 3rd down.
Come on.
To an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Here's Willis to the air. Finds Jacobs here underneath. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Now with 2:09 left on the clock, we got a timeout from the defense.
Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
He's going to throw it again. On target to Musgrave. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Willis on the design run. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They're going to pass it here. He brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Quite the grind they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of inch as they get set for 3rd and 6. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard
Looks like a design run here for Willis. So this is a Packers win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
Okay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.